Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris Man, and as always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. As promised, because I tried to get this done last week, but unfortunately, I had a lot of stuff to do. So this is part two of my musical gear blowout. And the reason why I'm selling, a lot of my musical gear, my guitars, my sound modules, because I don't play all the guitars. They come in, I enjoy them, and then I pass them on to the next person to enjoy them. And as far as my sound modules, more so now I'm working with what's called a workstation where everything is contained, because normally my writing setup is I got several modules, I MIDI them together, I pull certain sounds out of each of them into the mixing board, and then I do my my thing. But I find it a little more easier now just to do a all house in-house thing, because I found me a workstation that just is dynamite. It's in Sonic, and that thing got everything, and so I don't have to worry about taking time plugging things in, MIDI up the channels and pulling up the patches, and then trying to keep it from defaulting back to the factory setting. So I got to part with some of my stuff. So this is video two, because the first one was guitars. Today is sound modules, and the next one sometime this week will be drum machines and digital recorders. So first up on the list is Yamaha. And Yamaha makes some dynamite sound modules. This is the Yamaha TG500. It came out in 1993. It has over 384 presets. There's a lot of tons of sounds in this thing. Keyboard, pianos, synthesizers, bass synths, drums, and you name it, it's in there. 64th polyphony, multi-timbre. I'm going to turn it on because I think it's a good idea so you guys see that it works. It comes on. Because what happens a lot of time on reverb.com, and some people on eBay is guilty of this too, but mainly reverb.com. If you really don't know nothing about modules as far as, the battery, because they have an internal battery in here that lasts about 10 years, it just stores the data. When you turn off the machine, it's stored away. But over like probably about 10 years, that battery starts to go out. And when you turn on the machine, it'll tell you as soon as you turn it on and turn them, check it, change and turn the battery. And here's the problem with that a lot of people don't know, and it ain't pretty. It's not a pleasant thing. It's not a problem to buy a battery, put in there. It costs about $10. It's not a problem to install the battery. It take about 5 minutes. The problem is once you take that internal battery out, all those presets go away. So unless you got them stored somewhere else to reload them back in, it's a messed up situation. So, you definitely want to stay away from, you turn the machine on, you buy something, a sound mod, you turn it on and get that internal thing, because at some point in time, it's going to go away. So I've never done this because I imagine it's a pain in the tail that you got to download, the presets somewhere and then restore them once you put the battery in. So you definitely kind of want to stay away from that. And that's the reason why I turned the machine on, so you can see that it doesn't have any check that battery or the battery gonna die. So I thought it would be a good idea just to turn it on so you guys know that it works and I don't have that internal battery issue. Because a long story short, I bought one off of eBay, no, Reverb, and when it got here, because in the picture it wasn't on. And when I got it home, all of a sudden it said the internal thing. When it came to the mail, I said, "Dude, you didn't mention that. If you would have mentioned that, I would have not bought it." So I'm sending this back. "Oh, you're not sending this back?" "Yes, I am." And then, long story short, I contact PayPal, and they forced him to send me back my money because it was not as described. If he would have had a picture of it with the picture of the internal battery thing up there, or just said it in the description, I would have not bought it. So I just thought I would pass that information on to you guys, because to me that's important. Oh, and the price of this is $150. I paid about $250 for this thing, and this is one of Yamaha's top of the line sound modules. So the next one is, let's do this one. This is my favorite one, and I really hate to part with it, but I don't use it. This is the Kurzweil PC2R. Because each module has I guess a piano version, and the piano version is the PC2. So this is the PC2R, which means the R means rack mount. It took me over a year and a half to find this, because I said I got Roland's, I got Korg. I have Yamaha. I don't have any Kurzweil. And Stevie Wonder swear by Kurzweil because Kurzweil is the bomb. It's a German company, and they're like the Mercedes Benzes of modules. You know, they're the top of the line. It took me, like I told you, a couple years to find this thing. When I first found it, the guy wanted $800 for it and didn't have the power supply. And the problem with that is this power supply is not the kind you can go to Radio Shack or, and bad. This is specifically designed for this machine. So if you don't have the power supply, this unit is useless to you. And then I couldn't find one on Kurzweil site as far as buying parts for, their older products. So I was like, you know what? I can't buy that, dude. Especially, for what you want, $800. I mean, if it was $400, it would be useless to me because I didn't have the power supply. So I did find one about a year later. The guy wanted $654. I said, okay, cool, because these things was like $1,400 when they were first made. And again, Kurzweil is the bomb. It's it's the Cadillac, or should I say the Mercedes Benz of sound modules. So let me turn it on so you guys see that it does come on and it does work. Okay. And this thing got a lot of good sound patches. I mean, the sound quality of this thing is just unbelievable. And 64 polyphony. It has over 536 presets. You get tons of piano, tons of bass, tons of synth. What I like about this keyboard here, this is the meat and potatoes sound module. And what I mean by that is guys that can actually play and play well. They want sound patches, pianos. They want some Fender Rhodes. They want some acoustic. They want some grand pianos. They want some nice bass stuff. They want some nice synth stuff, which is the synth stuff is kind of it complements the piano chords. This is, if you're looking to do techno, this ain't the model for you, because the majority of the synthesizers is from techno stuff. Nothing as far as meat and potato patches. This is a meat and potato patches sound module. So if you are quote unquote a real piano player, not some dude playing with one hand and pulling up samples, this is the sound module for you, my friend. I'm telling you. And it's hard to find the quote unquote meat and potatoes type of sound modules, because the majority of them now just for techno, synth stuff, a whole bunch of intro patches, but nothing as far as, when you listen to like a Frankie Beverly and Mays song, you hear this great piano part throughout the entire song. The majority of the sound modules these days don't have those kind of, meat and potato patches, and this was designed specifically for that. That's why it was so hard to find, and that's why the price tag was so big, but it's worth it. So like I told you, I paid about $650 for this. I'll let this go for three and a quarter. This is a great deal, because if you go on eBay, if you can find one, and good luck with that, you're gonna be paying about $600-700. No kidding, about $600-700. So you get this for three and a quarter plus $40 shipping and handling. So let me move on. I really hit the part with this one because this one's hard to come by. The other ones that I got that I'm showing you, I can find them, in a matter of a couple of days, but not at the price that I'm trying to give it to you guys. So let me turn that one off. Okay. This is the Korg SR Rack Station. And this was kind of like the Kurzweil. This is a meat and potatoes type of sound module. And what I love about this sound module is this. The first thing that appealed to me was that big old LED screen, because I don't have 22-year-old eyes anymore. I'm wearing glasses these days. Last year I didn't have glasses, but as you get older, things happen or deteriorate. So that was the first thing that I was like, okay, cool. And what's great about this thing is, let me see how many presets. 128 presets. 64 polyphony, multi-timbre. This is again another meat and potatoes type of patch or piano or module. It got some great, very realistic acoustic piano sounds. I think acoustic piano is the hardest thing to replicate on sound modules, because the earlier ones, the acoustic piano sound like garbage. But they got the electric thing down, but the acoustic, it's not too many modules that have a really nice grand piano acoustic patch that sounds realistic and pleasant to the ears. This is one of them. The Kurzweil is another one. Now the Yamaha I just showed you got some, they got some decent acoustic piano patches. They're not bad, but they're not nothing like this. This thing has some serious acoustic, some serious Fender Rhodes type of stuff. The rotary speakers, when you play it, it's bouncing back and forth over the stereo spectrum. Let me turn it on so you guys can see that it works. And there's no internal battery issue, nothing like that, you know. Let me see why I can't select it from here, because I can't read backwards. But yeah, studio, dance piano. I mean, Wurlitzer EP, I love, that's one of my favorite ones. FM electric piano like DX7, piano and electric piano, Funkomatic, some nice organ stuff, clavinet, vibe, strings, flutes, acoustic, bright, piano, steel, classic electric piano, and so on and so forth. It's a lot of good stuff in this thing. And I'm letting this one go for, this is the Korg SR, $150 plus $40 shipping and handling. So that's that one. Then I think I got one more for this video. And they say that good things do sometimes come in small packages. This is the Yamaha P50, and it has 28 piano sounds, 32 polyphony, multi-timbre. I'm not going to turn this on because I taped the cord to it, because I try to make it a habit that when I got stuff like that, when I sell it, the cord comes with it. Because I just don't understand. I'm looking on eBay, cord not included. Are we kids that we can't keep our stuff intact? We're grown-ass men and we can't keep our plugs together, our manuals and stuff of that nature. I don't get it. You know, if I buy something brand new and it comes with the manual, when I sell it 5-10 years down the lane, you're going to get the power cord and the manual. You know, it didn't get lost or somebody took it or you misplaced it. It's like, come on, man. You know, what's up with your lack of organization skills when you're a grown man, not a kid? You know, but sorry for that tangent, because that's just one of my pet peeves as far as you just don't have it together. You know, you don't have everything in order. You know, nobody's perfect, but we're expecting you at least to hold on to the power cord. You know, so what really kind of got me really excited about this unit was this. You know, YouTube, as you're watching this, YouTube is wonderful, because what I do now is, you know, instead of going to the music store because they don't have gear that's 10 years old still there, just go on to YouTube and you find somebody that was generous enough to spend a moment of their free time to post a video to let you go through the sound patches, or let you hear the sound patches. They give you specifications, because any of these modules here that you're not familiar with, and most likely you're probably not totally familiar with, just type in the model on YouTube and you'll see a video and you'll hear the sound patches. And a lot of guys let you hear every single sound patch in the module, so you know what you're getting. And then you get stats online. You know, you type in, you know, Yamaha PC2 stats, and you can pull up the stats on this, because I'm not a super stat technical dude. I'm just a dude that likes stuff, and when I like it, I play it, and then I record it. You know, I'm not into the parameters, and I don't need to do all that stuff, because I'm going to share a little, I guess, trade secret with you guys. You know, when I give you a good example, Babyface in LA, when they were cranking out some serious tunes in the early 90s, you know, the drum programs, the patches, they hire engineers to do that stuff. The only thing they do is come in and play. They don't be plugging things up and MIDIing them up and going through the MIDI channel. They don't do none of that stuff. They hire guys to do that. You know, so there's some people that think that you need to know everything about these units, the parameters, the MIDI channels. No, I ain't got time to do all that. I'm a musician. I'm not a techie dude. You know, you hire the techie guys to come in and do the techie stuff. But this thing is awesome. You know, when I first heard it on YouTube, the sound patches, you know, they were nice. You know, because a lot of times you equate small with cheap garbage. But, you know, this is not cheap garbage. And another thing I stay away from, and this is the sign of a cheap small unit, when you have to, let me see if I can put it up here so you can see it. It has the MIDI in, MIDI out. Now, and over here it has the outputs, which is the full side cord, not that little tiny RCA bullshit. That's garbage. When you see a module that got them little tiny ones, don't buy it. It's garbage. But This one has something loose in it. I don't know what it is, but apparently it's not affecting the way that it works because it came with the little thing in there. But it works. It comes on and it's totally functionable. So maybe some little piece broke off in there, but I just thought I'd mention that. So this one is going for $120 plus 20, well, actually about $30 shipping and handling. Because everything that I send out to you guys is priority mail with signature required. So that's why it's sometimes a little pricey, just to make sure that the carriers just don't leave your unit on the back porch or the front porch and not contact or have contact with a physical person to hand it to somebody. So there it is. You get those. I have those 4 modules for sale. The Yamaha TG500, that thing is awesome. The Korg SG state piano thing, that thing is awesome. The Kurzweil is just a bomb. The Yamaha is a nice little addition to your setup because it has a lot of DX7 sounds. It has a lot of old Yamaha piano sounds that they use like in the 70s, Supertramp and groups like that. So again, these are great prices because if you go on eBay now and pull up these, they're going to be at least $100, anywhere from $50 to $100 extra from what I'm trying to give it to you guys. Like you guys know, I don't play junk. I don't buy junk. I don't I don't sell junk. So you're getting some professional studio quality sound modules here. Because I had one gentleman, he over the last couple of months, like, let me know when you're going to sell some modules, man. I said, okay, cool. So here it is, my brother, and sisters. So I'm going to sign off now. My PayPal information is right down there. Once you send me a comment, say, I'm interested in this one, what I do is once, you submit payment, and then I send you an email saying that I receive your payment and your item go out the next business day. Look in the subject line when you're viewing this video because anything that gets sold, I'll put it right there in the subject line. Like, say, for instance, if I sell the Yamaha TG500 today, I'll put right down in that subject line, this Yamaha TG500 has been sold. So that way you will know that if it's still available, if it isn't available. If you look down there and don't see the item that you're interested in gone, it's still available. So again, it'll go out the very next business day. United States Postal signature required. You get tracking so you know the moment that it leaves the post office from me and the day that it's going to show up on your doorstep. Because UPS, United States Postal Service got an excellent track record to me. I send a lot of my stuff through those guys because it's easier. I just go up to the post office. When they say it's going to be there on that day, it's going to be there on that day 99% of the time. The only time that sometimes there's the delay if the issue with serious issues like hurricanes in that area, because they put that on their website. It might be a time delay due to the hurricane, whatever. But for the most part, when they say it's coming next Tuesday, it's going to be there next Tuesday. So prepare for it being there next Tuesday because it's going to show up next Tuesday. So I'm going to sign off now. Until next time, take care and thanks for watching. And again, first come, first serve. Once you say, hey, I want this, you submit the money, it goes, and then I put down there it's been sold. Take care. Thanks for watching.